Welcome to Kellum Law Firm's YouTube channel. Today we're answering some common questions relating to workplace injuries and workers' compensation claims. We are a law firm practicing law in the state of North Carolina, and while some of this information may be applicable in other states, we always recommend consulting with an experienced local attorney or law firm. Workplace injuries can create uncertainty and stress, especially when dealing with the claims process. The following are insights gathered from our extensive experience as workplace injury attorneys, focusing on helping individuals across North Carolina. Each case is unique, and specific outcomes may vary based on the circumstances. For professional legal guidance related to your individual situation, always seek advice from a qualified workers' compensation attorney. Contact Kellum Law Firm to discuss your case and receive personalized legal counsel. One of the top questions our attorneys receive is, are remote workers eligible for workers' compensation? Yes, in most cases, remote workers can be eligible for workers' compensation if the injury occurred during work-related activities. The key factor is proving that the injury happened while performing tasks for your employer. Documentation is crucial, including any work logs or communication with your employer. The next question is, how does workers' compensation cover occupational diseases? Occupational diseases such as mesothelioma or carpal tunnel syndrome are covered under workers' compensation if they are a direct result of your employment. It is essential to link the disease directly to workplace exposure or activities, so you may need the help of an experienced attorney during this process to make sure your claim isn't denied. Next up, how do pre-existing conditions affect my claim? If a workplace accident aggravates a pre-existing condition, you may still qualify for compensation. However, proving the aggravation is often challenging, and you may need detailed medical records to support your claim. Consult an attorney for help with gathering the necessary evidence. Question 4 is, what if I am injured on my commute to the workplace? Generally, injuries sustained during your commute are not covered by workers' compensation. This is known as the coming and going rule. However, exceptions exist if you were performing a work-related task, such as running an errand for your employer. You'll need specific proof to back your claim, so talk with an attorney to see if the evidence you have can be used in the claim or not. One question we're asked on a surprisingly frequent basis is, what are my rights if my employer doesn't have workers' compensation insurance? Most employers in North Carolina with 3 or more employees are required to carry workers' compensation insurance. If your employer does not have coverage, you may be able to sue them directly for your injury, and penalties may be imposed on the employer for non-compliance. This can be a fairly involved procedure, but that shouldn't put you off from filing a claim. It's important to both you and your work colleagues that an employer has the necessary insurance to ensure that anyone injured in the workplace can be compensated for their injuries. Our next question is, can I file both a workers' compensation claim and a personal injury claim? The answer is yes in some cases. If a third party who is not your employer contributed to your injury, for instance, with a defective piece of machinery, you can file a personal injury claim against the third party while also pursuing a workers' compensation claim. In some cases, workplace injuries can prevent people from resuming the job or tasks for which they were initially hired. So what happens if I am unable to return to work? If you cannot return to your previous job due to your injury, workers' compensation may provide vocational rehabilitation services to help you find new employment or retrain for a different job. There are also conversations that can be had with your employer to help you retask for duties in the workplace that you can perform post-injury. Speak with an experienced attorney so you can fully understand your rights. Here's a question that's quite common. Can I get workers' compensation for mental health issues? Workers' compensation may cover mental health issues such as PTSD if they are work-related. It is often harder to prove psychological claims, so documentation and medical evidence are essential. And finally, what if my employer retaliates against me for filing a claim? Retaliation for filing a workers' comp claim is illegal. If you experience retaliation, such as wrongful termination or reduced hours, you may be entitled to additional compensation and should seek legal help immediately. We hope you found this video useful. Please like and subscribe to our channel and turn on notifications to receive future updates. We'll be releasing part 2 of this FAQ series quite soon, so stay tuned. And in the meantime, you can visit our website for more information at kellumlawfirm.com. Thanks for watching and stay safe.